This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Cavaliers offense will take the field first. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups. High-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, is what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really...
He's loose. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Syracuse. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
I mean, does the start get any better for this defense? You force a 3rd down, passing situation, great pass defense. Not only that, break on the football, make the interception, and take it all the way back to the house. The tone has been set in this ball game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Isaac. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for room, it's Perry. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cavaliers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Perry. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Harrison. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Cavaliers are flying down the field.
42 Spider.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Perry. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes a handoff. It's Perry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Orange offense will get its first chance now. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Russell. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. We played 1, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Cook. Still running at the 40. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Cuse. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Back to pass on second down. Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Cavaliers send out the punt unit.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these.
Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The orange, after the explosive play, might go right back to the ground. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, he'll throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Got a man, it's Harrison. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. A strike downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Russell. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge...
Touchdown, Orange. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Using his legs, it's Perry. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Stumbled to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cavalier. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Rides the back and leaves it. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Russell. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the right side. Touchdown, Cuse. And the stomping has commenced. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Still looking on the move. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On his way from around the 50. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
On the set.
Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Orange. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Rushes on him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
And the Cavaliers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over first.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead, and the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the 4th quarter.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Calls his own number. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Okay, ready?
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
Yankee blue, lasso.
Might be calling a hot route. They want to throw it. Looking to get it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. He'll do it himself on the draw. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. The Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and
breaks into the open. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Going right to work up top. He's taking a deep shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, man.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it from here. For